اسنى والله العظيم ما تجيب والله ما تكتبني اللي يبقى فيها دموم مع بعض.
Which really is Ma-Misi. Ma-Misi means the true birth. And it's the house of the true birth.
The two births?
True. The true birth. In which the kings and queens, in Pharaonic period, who wanted to consolidate the right for rule, represented themselves as being the children of the gods. It's the place where they are born, the birthplace. But of course, during the Greco-Roman period, because none of them had any Egyptian royal blood in reality or any connection, they extensively used that and rebuilt these mamises or these birthplaces in the temple zone. Already, some of you already noticed the scenes of the child being breastfed by the goddess. There. Unfortunately, the face, you can still see where it's being breastfed by the goddess. Scenes of the creation of the child by Ammon and by Khnum, the ram-headed, all around the place. Offerings being presented by him as an older person, as a king, to Hot, the record keeper of the gods, writing his name on the reeds of eternity, on the palm reeds, the symbol of years, ensure that he's there forever, for eternity. All the way around the rest of the seas, of course, the upper ones are all talking about his birth, breastfed by numerous goddesses, actually. Right up there, mostly hathors or forms of hathors as well as forms of Isis. On the top, further up, you can see the female goddesses with the drums and tambourines celebrating the birth of this new child. The word that we think it has been suggested that it comes from the word Itibu in the ancient Egyptian language, which means the land of the father. Referring, of course, to the cult of the god Horus as one of the earliest cults of Egypt, one of the very early gods to be worshipped in Egypt. And as this is the temple of Horus, so it was called the land of Horus or the land of the father. The present building is all of the Greek period. It's a rebuilding by the Greeks of a much earlier temple. Okay, but again, as we said, adding new buildings onto the temple, they only added a number of statues that you will see inside the first hall and just on the side of the doorways, 2 statues of falcons and so on. Okay, so from second, smiting them with a mace head and presenting them to the gods of the temple. Because during the annual celebrations that were held in these temples, commoners, as we said, were not allowed into the inner parts. So for a whole week, 10 days in ancient Egypt, people would be laying and staying in this court, day and night. They would be fed and provided food and drinks from the temple, and the whole staying and sleeping in this court. So for a whole week, there are lots of different forms of horse, 42 different forms to say the least. To the sides of the doorway, the 2 statues that you see, the statues of falcons down there, these were added during the Roman period. The one on the left has a figure of a Roman priest standing between its legs. Now, although compared to the pylon, they look quite tiny, when you look at people walking next to them and you see a figure of a person standing next to them, they are colossal figures of falcons. There are 2 on the outside and then there are 2 others on the inside as well. The temple. When the king arrives during the annual celebrations, he's met by the 2 gods, Hot, the ibis-headed, the record keeper of the gods, and Horus on the other side, both of which are pouring some sort of a liquid, supposedly, around the king, but instead of the actual symbolic representation of liquid, which is a zigzag line, they have these signs pulled all around them. Okay, this one, which we already know by now, which is the key of life, or the Ankh, and the one next to it is called the Was, and that's a symbol of dominion. Okay? So as if the god is pouring life and dominion around the king. This represents a symbolic spiritual purification. The kings, before they entered into the temple, they had to do a physical purification in the source of water found in the temple, the sacred lake or sacred well. But on top of that, they also have to do a spiritual purification. Before you can go into the temple to meet the gods, you need to be both physically and spiritually pure to go in and converse with the gods. Then, of course, it's met by the 2 goddesses, and we've seen this scene already before in Temple. The goddess of the north and the goddess of the south, each wearing the only one who doesn't have that is the high priest, because there's only one high priest. And of course the king.
30 priests.
There's only one high priest, so there is no profile lines. But the others, you can see it with their heads and you can see it with the legs as well.
So who lifted it up for them to carry?
What do you mean, who lifted that?
Who
They did.
lifted the-
It's placed on a pedestal. They come to the side of the pedestal and carry it.
Okay.
If you look at the thrones, the seats that the gods are sitting at, each one of these is decorated differently. Each one of them has a different design, forming the decoration on the side. So it wasn't a matter of just let's fill it up with color. Okay? They actually took the time to sit there and decorate each one of the thrones. Each one of the kilts they're wearing was decorated differently.
Is this added later?
Sorry?
Is this added later?
No. It's fine.
Okay, Kareg? Yeah? Sit. Oh. Take the shower.
Pulling ahead.
Slowly.
Slow, right.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, okay?
Okay. Don't rush. Yeah,
Yeah, this is the horse, yeah, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is the mama?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a mama.
Abu Adi. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Ship right next to our ship.